everybody, this is Audra here at Homesteading in Idaho. So I wanted to go over one of the ways that you can stock up, add to your pantry, whether it's just shopping on a budget, so you've got stuff for your home, on a budget, or if it's something that you want to put on the shelf for later use, emergency use, things like that. So two of the things that were on sale at our local Albertsons this week were the Campbell's Chunky Soup and Prego. They had these on sale this last week at Albertsons. For the Prego, you could get 4 cans for 99 cents each, and there was a daily limit of 4. So if you have to really look at their coupons, it was one of those where you also needed to have their app. But what you could do is you could do in one day, you could buy 4 jars of the Prego. It was only per day. Like some people, they go through the line and they're like, okay, I've got multiple purchases. So watch your coupons because you could try to buy it again, but you're going to be buying it at full price. And then, let's see, there was 4 of those for that deal daily. And then the other deal that they had for also 99 cents was you could do 6 cans of the Campbell's soup. And again, that was a daily coupon. You just had to make sure you did it daily. If you wanted to get it on it, you couldn't do multiple purchases of it daily. You only had that one-time run through of 6 cans or 4 jars of the Prego. This is stuff that I can be canning and putting on my own shelf. But this year we had such drastic weather, severe weather, and then add to that we had this insane drought that hit us, along with record heat. I mean, we experienced a heat wave here that was just record-breaking. My tomato plants are not happy plants, and unhappy plants don't produce enough tomatoes. And it's just been really hard finding any tomatoes anywhere in the valley to really buy in bulk at an affordable price where I can be making my own, putting it on the shelf. I mean, yes, I'm still canning what I have. I'm dehydrating, freeze drying, all of that fun stuff. Still doing it, but just not at the normal quantity that I would have. So I did take advantage of this sale this week. So for Prego being 99 cents a jar, that was a really great deal. When typically at various stores in the area, you're typically looking at a price of $1.50 to about $2.20, depending on the store, and that's per jar. So to get them for 99 cents, that was a really great deal. I did go back multiple times. I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 12. So I was there 4 different days and took advantage of that. And then on the soup, again, I can be pressure canning lots and lots of different soup. But this also is really handy to have on the shelf. I mean, it doesn't have, so the shelf life on this, it's going to go through September of 2022. It's only got a year on it, where when I'm pressure canning, I can expect at least 2 years typically out of most of the stuff that I'm pressure canning and putting on the shelf. What does that mean? It means that in an emergency, heaven forbid, whatever, I've got food available, and for 99 cents a can, at a good-sized can, I mean, this one here has, for the entire container, there's 250 calories. You could actually split this into 2 servings at 120 calories each. You're getting your calories in there in the event of an emergency. We could easily split this. There's 2 adults and 2 kids in our household. 2 cans can feed all of us in a meal. But it's nice to have that reassurance that you've got it on your shelf and in the event of an emergency. Like for our family in May, we caught the dreaded you-know-what, and my oldest, I shouldn't say mine, my husband and I, our oldest we all got it. He wasn't as bad, and the youngest was like, you could barely tell. But the adults, us two, we were hit really, really, really hard. And so because I buy things like this when it's affordable, I had things like this on a shelf. So when we could hardly get out of bed just to function as it was, it made it easier for the boys to be able to take care of themselves, get their own food. And then even for us adults, whether it was something I had on the shelf that was canned from here at home, or if it was one of these items, it was just something that was easy to grab. And I tell you what, in emergency situations like that, you want to make it as easy as possible for your family to be eating and being fed. And what's really nice about these cans is they've got this pop top. It's not that hard to open. So it makes it really handy for young kiddos or even, older people or people with hands that are weak. You can put a fork or a knife or something underneath that and you can get it open. Or if push comes to shove, tip this thing over. They've got those really easy to use can openers. cut it open with a can opener. So anyway, I'm going to try to bring you guys videos of like what are the great deals going on right now, especially with Albertsons. Honestly, Albertsons is one of the closest stores to our home that I like shopping at. We also have a local Walmart. I will take Albertsons over Walmart any day of the week. We also have a local Fred Meyer, but it is quite a distance away. And then Winco, which is fantastic as well. But we're in this weird spot where they're not close. So to conserve fuel, Albertsons it is. And if you're smart, you can actually save money at Albertsons. I know the argument, Albertsons is so expensive. Yeah, it's expensive if you don't know how to shop the ads. If it's that expensive, I really don't need it. I'll just wait until it comes down in price. So it's not that hard to do. I did take advantage of the cans. I don't know how many I've got here. I have a bunch. And actually, we have family members right now that are also currently down with that thing going around. And so we made a couple different store runs for them. I mean, we bought it, but to gift, a wellness care package. And I was taking them different cans of this. There's some really great ones with turkey or chicken that are based with rice and everything in a broth. And so when I was sick with it, and my husband, that was something that we craved, which I had on hand, was bone broth and stuff like that. But for them not being familiar with home canned broth, or maybe broth in general, some people won't tolerate it. It was just cheaper and easier to go get this than to gift something that was maybe homemade and they're going to pour it down the drain because it tastes disgusting in their opinion. You know what I mean? So again, on a budget, it worked out really well. And actually the week prior, Albertsons had Progresso soup on sale at 99 cents a can. And it was like buy 4 or buy 6. So anyway, there was that deal as well. Again, it was in the budget. Buy them chicken and turkey based stuff, and it worked out beautifully. Okay, what's the last thing I want to touch on? Something else that you'll find at Albertsons right now that's been on sale regularly has been Powerade. Now, having said that, today is Wednesday, the start of their new week. Albertsons runs Wednesday through Tuesday. Every Wednesday they have a new sale. Tuesday is the last day of their sale. And sometimes they have weekend sales, so always be watching for those weekend sales. So now that I've said Powerade was on sale, did I say Powerade or Progresso? I meant Powerade, the drink. Anyway, it has been on sale at 75 cents a container, just a regular drink container. And I know when we were sick or we've been sick, I always try to have either Gatorade or Powerade on hand. It dilutes wonderfully with water, and it gives you those electrolytes that your system is desperately going to be needing. And so we took advantage of that and bought a whole bunch of them and also gifted them in a wellness package and said, here, hopefully that'll help them get better. And it's another thing that I always try to have it on our shelf. It's good for when you're sick. It's good for when you've been working your hiney off outside and sweating to death, when we go to shows and we're out there stressed out or whatever, it's just good to have on hand. So anyway, that was what I did this last week at Albertsons. I spent, I'm just going to have to do a guess here. So there was 12 jars of the Prego and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 of the Campbell's, not counting what I spent for family members. There's $24 that I spent. I would have spent a lot more than that to do it myself, even if I had jars on hand. I have jars, I have lids. Let's not count that cost. But the amount of money I spent, $24, so I had, $26, $28 with tax. Our tax in Idaho is 0.06, so I'm running high on that number. Yes, it was $24, but just to get everything I need, I can't always grow it myself. When I'm canning, I have to buy lemon juice, I have to buy vinegar, I have to buy sugar, salt. There's all those other things. And yeah, true, it's not like a major purchase, but I also do buy it in bulk for canning season. So anyway, it was just cheaper to go do and run this option. And plus, boom, I'm putting a whole bunch on my shelf for later use. So anyway, you guys, got any questions, put them below. Love talking to you guys. And yeah, I'm going to try to bring you guys what I see as deals at Albertsons. Something else that we did take advantage of this last week They had assorted pork loin chops for 99 cents a pound, and they also had chicken. They had let's see, it was like breast portions. So you had it was thigh and leg portions. Then they had thighs and legs, and I think that was it, but I could be wrong. Anyway, those were also 99 cents a pound, and so we stocked up. There were daily limits, like on pork, you were allowed 2 packages a day, and on chicken, I think it was 3 packages a day. I could go back and do that multiple times. So like pork, it went from like say 18, 20 some odd dollars per package down to about 11, 10, stuff like that. So it was great. They come in these beautiful large family packages, and I can portion them out. It's multiple pieces, and I've got multiple meals. So there's another thing to be watching if you shop at Albertsons. All right, you guys, that's enough out of me. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.